think I'd miss this place. Had that much right.
Hey everyone, welcome back.
Hello! We're back with a very pessimistic robot.
Yes. And just FYI, we might not be as surprised with some things as we should be.
Yep.
Because we actually already recorded this episode.
Yay!
But things happened.
Technical difficulties.
Yeah, and sorry about the lack of sound last time.
Yeah. We've been having some audio, video issues with this game like the past couple episodes, so...
Should be better now, though.
I think they're fixed.
I believe so. I will know more once this episode is done.
Once it's done and rendered, then I will trust it.
Yes.
Dun dun dun!
So, we'll talk to the devil again. We definitely haven't ever talked to her before.
No, never, ever, ever.
Okay.
Let's see. So... yeah, what do you remember about
Bitter
Stalwart?
cold and a persistent odor of fish. Now, that were just the people.
Why'd you want to come back, anyway?
Anything's better than Galvino's workshop. You ain't heard the old buzzard sing.
She talking about him snoring?
Hey, what
Probably.
about you? We seen lots coming through, trying to crack the battery, but no watchers.
It's weird to talk to someone who has, like, no irises.
I know. Ugh. She also, it's interesting that she talks, like, in kind of a country manner, but
Yeah.
she's a robot.
Yeah, yeah.
But I guess kind of her backstory explains that, so.
It's female robot Eder.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Let's see. So there's another group that passed before me. I need to know what they were after.
Ah, looking for someone. That's a familiar yarn.
Okay.
But don't let me keep you from the sights and sounds of Stalwart. They're easy to miss.
Let's talk to her about more stuff.
Yes. So Galvino said you murdered several people before he transferred you.
Effigies and eyes, that man loved to talk.
I don't remember what we said before.
I don't know. Do you regret it?
You want to hear me say yes, don't you? You'd have me go on about how I thought long and hard on my crimes, how I'd spend my own essence if it would quicken the men and women I killed.
Apparently she doesn't regret
No,
it.
I don't remember asking her. I think we said this
I
one
think,
last time.
yeah, I think we might have said, did you really do it? But just tell me why you killed those people.
If it's sane and logical reason...
No, we did this one.
Ah, okay.
I remember that.
Gotcha.
No sense in any of
The
it.
stoic part.
Mm-hmm. I've heard parts of your stories from others. I'd rather hear the rest from you.
God, Mom.
Whatever, Mom.
Mayhap you've heard of Coldmore. Was a quiet, forgettable
Mayhap.
Mayhap.
pack of rabid clodhoppers set it afire.
Then wouldn't it be Warmmorn?
Well, that's why it's not Coldborn anymore.
Oh,
That
makes
was the
sense.
start of the purges. Dear Woodens killing their own.
What exactly happened to Coldborn?
She heats up and boils.
Oh,
Her soul's
she
gone.
explodes.
A farmer on the other side of the mountains woke up one day with his head all aflame and took it for the gibbering speech of his god. And so
Okay.
did a few thousand of his countrymen. So when he tired of Vorlus fields and marched west, a horde of armed hicks followed.
You're talking about Widewind and the Saints' War?
Bunch of fool nonsense is what I'm talking about. But others have called it the same. If you know
Okay.
that much, then you've heard of Cold Morn. Ours was the village that let a few thousand of Widewind's troops pass through.
You were from Cold Morn? I heard what happened out there after the war. I couldn't believe my ears.
Fine line between couldn't and wouldn't.
Okay. Eder and her will get along just fine.
Right. Why didn't you try to stop the Raid Sarens?
They had us clean beaten numbers. Even bumpkins like us figured that. Just look at Mercy Vale. They fought back. And now there ain't one stone standing atop another in the whole village.
Oh.
Is that so?
That just seems unfortunate for the rocks.
Are you positive about that?
They're not very
one
balanced.
stone standing?
You just go there and you're like, aha! Look!
Widewind's troops was coming through the mountains. Seems he had better uses for his soldiers. So we let
Womp
Widewind
womp.
soldiers pass. Left him for the Duke to wrangle on his own terms.
Alright.
Okay. What happened then?
They dealt with the Raid Sarens. Then they came for us. Was after the Godhammer made a fine grid out of Widewind, when Deerwoodens were running on rage and looking for something to burn. They came at dark. Hundreds of folk. Every one of them mourning someone lost in the war. Must have
Yikes.
decided it was our duty to escort their dead back to the wheel.
Rude.
I know, right?
They had us surrounded.
I only
Now
burn
we saw
people that I really, really
there was a
hate.
ring of
It's
fire
true.
closing around us.
It's just super rude.
Or when Red Priestess tells me to.
Well, obviously.
I woke. Ran to the window. Whole village were a maze of flame. flames. Couldn't see nothing for the smoke. And the screams.
Ah!
You couldn't see anything because of the
It
screams?
sounded like
Most ran
that.
for the streets.
Pretty
Got
much.
caught by the mob. Others hid, let their houses burn down around them.
I think you were passionate before? Or, I don't know. I don't remember.
Yeah,
which
I
one.
honestly can't remember. I think I asked her what she did to survive, but I want to say someone should make those thugs pay.
That was my thinking, too.
What did you do to survive?
Ran, fought, hid, burned. Same as my neighbors and family. Just lucky.
On the plus side, you'll never burn again.
Yeah,
Because
it's true.
you're metal.
So
At
they'll
most,
just-
you'll melt.
Yeah, which wouldn't be fun, probably.
No,
but,
I can't
whatever.
imagine that being a good thing.
Let's see.
Yeah, this one.
Yeah, that's just kind of weird, I think, from this context. But whatever. What does that have to do
It's
with
the
your
only
crimes?
option. Yeah.
You said yourself that someone needed to bring the hammer down on the scum that raised Cold Morn.
Yeah, we asked. I remember we asked this, and I liked her answer.
Oh, I don't remember what she said. But you only killed people who attacked Cold Morn, right?
Sure.
Oh, right. Now I
Just
remember.
flat.
Yeah, total.
Sure.
Yeah.
You want me to tell you straight? I found the men and women what destroyed my village, and I burned their houses down around them. Sometimes they
Good.
was alone, and sometimes they wasn't.
You're a monster!
You're a monster!
Yep.
Thanks,
You're a
Arya
liar!
Stark. You're a
That's what
liar.
you mean.
Well, it works both cases.
Well, you couldn't have hoped to get them all.
Well, we just gotta do our best with what time the gods give us, don't we?
It is true. What exactly did you hope to accomplish?
It were a mob that destroyed our village. But it was just one man that burned my family's house.
I wonder if we that's
Okay.
part of like her personal quest.
Kept hoping I'd
Probably.
get to him as I was working my way through the rest of those maggots. No matter now, I suppose.
Okay.
Mm,
I think we just went through all these.
yeah. Why'd you want to come with me?
Stalwart's great this time of year. Beareth spells in bloom for a good 5 days, and the mountain squall actually blows the fish stench away from town. Better than staying at Galvino's anyway.
What if you like the
Okay.
smell of fish?
Yeah, some people like that, okay?
I've lived the secrets long enough to know when someone's hiding something.
Shut up, Aloth! God!
I'm Aloth.
She just told us she murdered a bunch of people. What was your life like before the Saints War?
There weren't much to say about it. By my reckoning, that means it was pretty good. Ma was a trapper, taught me to set snares and dress game. Dad was a tinker.
In cute little tuxedos.
Yep, it's true. Just
My
adorable
brothers and
game.
sister,
Yeah.
They was good folk too. Part of me's glad they ain't here to see me now.
Aw, makes me sad. I get the feeling you're not welcome in Stalwart.
I got a reputation. People in these little villages ain't the most open-minded.
Did you murder someone here?
Not yet.
Right, I'm supposed to believe you came all the way to Stalwart 13 years ago for the scenery?
Believe what you want. I killed a lot of folk, but none of them was in Stalwart.
Okay. You and
Only guy to
Galvino.
have with someone
something.
like him. Or me.
Oh, so much of this, that's right.
How long have you two known each other?
Around about 13 years. Too long, you ask me.
Do you ever consider murdering him?
Every day. Just kept putting it off.
I'll do it tomorrow.
Yeah, it's fine. What exactly did you do for him?
Looked after his tools, cleaned the workshop, swung the sledgehammer. Oh, and snatched up travelers for his soul tinkering.
That just reminds
Oh,
me of
right.
what she said before of Princess Bride with the great pirate Roberts. He says, murder you tomorrow, murder you in the morning.
Oh, yeah. Good night, I'll most likely kill you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Those other golems, you mean?
But don't you worry. They were all bad folk.
Thank you for telling me.
Just so you know, you got a real professional working for you.
He claimed he made you?
Her voice is very familiar to
It
me,
does.
but I don't know why.
It almost sounds like GLaDOS in a way.
I guess kinda, yeah.
He'd spread butter on bread and claim he made something. Never been accused of modesty, that man. He
Okay.
managed to stuff my soul into this heap of bronze, true enough. Maybe that makes him a genius. Also makes him a son of a bitch.
You resent him, I
No
take
other way
it?
to feel about the man who flayed
I think
my
you should look up
soul.
who this voice actress is.
I
'cause
think
I'm
I might.
really curious now.
Yeah, I've had enough of him too.
We can talk
about
about.
Durgan's
Just 'cause I'm
battery.
made of metal don't mean I got any special fondness for smiths and forges.
I'm just gonna go through these
Duly noted.
while you look that up. Do you know anything about it?
No more than what Galvino already told you.
Any thoughts on
For
villagers?
fancy dwarven poetry? None of them ever struck me as especially literate. So whichever you can stand to get close to. And that's on you. I lost my sense of smell 13 years ago.
But
And you remember on the expeditions?
Nothing specific. Everyone looks about the same when they got their fingers up their noses.
Good.
that's very true.
Only the last group, one before you, there was something different about them. Couldn't put my finger on it, but they was dangerous. Almost felt the hair on the back of my neck. Ain't felt that way about anyone else walking through Galvino's door, that's for sure.
That's for damn sure.
Murder?
Okay, we're done.
Everybody's done. Murder.
Oh, Addendum Man, the one that got. Oh, we did get a quest from her. Did we notice that last time? I don't think I did.
I don't think so.
Where is it? Oh no, the one that got away is her quest line. I just updated it with some details. Okay. Whoops, that is not all of us. So we need to go find a dwarf with a soul, and we know where at least one of them is. And we got to turn a quest in too, and that person's in there, I think. So let me equip Willow with the whatchamacallit device, Galvino's resonance amplifier.
Oh yeah, that thing.
Yep. And we'll go inside and fart it around a bit.
Ew, gross.
So who did she?
Why would you fart it?
Who was she played by?
I don't know.
You can't.
I
look
looked
up-
on IMDb and most of them just say voice. And then like one guy has the voice of like Eder, and then there's a couple other people with their voices listed, but
Try searching Devil of Karak
Yes,
voice
I did.
actress.
that's exactly what I did.
Well then, I'm out of ideas.
Yeah.
Plum out. Hey, person over here that I believe is still here. Yeah, Fiera. We're gonna talk to you. We got
You
stuff.
look like you've been in the wilds. You see my wagon out there?
Yes.
You've saved
No.
my hide. I can't thank you enough. But I hope you'll take this. Here, as promised. Thanks
Sweet.
again. With a little luck.
Got some Hans. Hans.
Oh, sweet Montage!
So I could burst it a bunch around here, but I know it's. Oh wait, did I do it to the cook before? I actually don't know. Hold on, she's a dwarf. Still don't know if it has to be a dwarf, but no. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, the only thing I can find is like random forum posts, and it's like from way forever ago.
Weird.
So.
Well, friends, if you know who her voice actress is, tell us.
I'm really curious. It's funny because one of the things I pulled up was I googled it, and one of the things was like, "Oh, I don't like her. She's a shitty voice actress."
What?
I'm like, "Oh, well, that sucks," because I feel like the opposite.
Yeah. Hey, look. Strangely, she has a soul we can
Oh
talk
my
to.
gosh, who is it?
Excuse me, was there something you need?
Stand still.
I'm just gonna stare at you and kind of start speaking in tongues. I hope you don't mind.
Yes. So here, I'll let you. I'll let you
excuse me.
narrate.
I had to burp for a second.
Is that part of the narration?
Yes.
You want to do it again?
Nope, that didn't work.
Beautiful.
Throw up a little bit in my mouth.
Good.
You feel for Owen's essence and almost instantly find yourself wrapped in darkness. It takes you a moment to realize that you've plunged into a very old memory. But as your eyes adjust to the torchlight, you find yourself standing in a gloomy tunnel that you instinctively recognize as part of Durgan's battery.
Durgan.
And you gain a bunch of experience.
Hooray!
Yay! A handful of figures in patchy cloaks and hoods, dwarves like you, hunch over a minecart. They're loading it with cloth-wrapped bundles from which you see the occasional flash of metal, the edge of a blade, or the burnished glow of plate. Not dinner plates, like plate mail. Do you understand? Do you get it?
Wait, isn't plate mail made of plates?
Oh, I think you're right. You're
Yeah.
right. Good job. Okay. The other dwarves scurry with a curious mixture of haste and caution. They stack the bundles in a din of muted clangs and thumps, following the echoes of their ruckus down the tunnel with nervous eyes. Pay attention!
Oh.
Oh.
Sooner we
Oop,
get this
I
done.
did that last time.
You did. Good job.
Womp womp. Your voice is a dry whisper, and your nerves tingle with energy. You feel the same apprehension that the others do, but unlike them, you relish it. Still, you look over your shoulder just in case.
Meanwhile, why is she still staring at me?
Oh,
This is
God, I'm
creepy.
freaking out.
We're hurrying, Captain Gregor. Honest.
Honest. It's weird how it, like, echoes.
Yeah.
When you turn back, the others have redoubled their efforts, and you feel a pleasurable twist in your gut as they fill the cart.
That's the knife.
Oh. Being captain of the guards doesn't pay much, but it does allow you to visit the armory without raising eyebrows. And with Coin Master Zoltan selling off half the battery's arsenal, who's going to notice a few more missing pieces?
I think Zoltan Shive, that's Geralt's dwarf friend from The Witcher.
Oh my god.
Apparently, he was also in this game in another
It's
life.
true. And I'm Yennefer.
That's true.
Besides, you've got a buyer.
Yeah.
You've got a buyer lined up. As long as you can move these goods out of the battery before someone squeals.
What?
Piggy, no! As you surface from the memory, you realize that an awakening will be permanent for Owynna. There may be others in town you could awaken instead. You look up to find Owynna staring at you.
Ma'am? Excuse me, ma'am? You all right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
I
You
pooped.
got the look of someone with her teeth around a secret.
Her mind fills with questions, with calculation.
That's different. Last time Edward said something,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
I was going to say, yeah, thanks, Grieving Mother. That'll make her less terrified and suspicious.
Never mind. Bye.
Bye. So last time what we figured is we should look around and find some other ones.
Because, yeah, if we awaken her, I think it's going to be bad news for her.
Yeah, we have to think carefully about who we awaken, they mentioned, because it can affect people differently. So we're going to kind of see the different options and try to figure out how they would affect each person. It may end up that she is the best one. Like, maybe having a thieving dude
A
inside
corrupt
her
and deceitful
brain,
person.
maybe that'll make her, like, more brave and less shy.
Maybe.
Maybe she'll be like, I'm not going to be a bad guy, but I can be more fierce.
I'll be a hero.
I mean, or she could be like, I guess I should murder
Yeah,
everybody.
she starts stabbing everybody.
I'm just saying, this game's clever, so I mean, I wouldn't be that surprised if they threw in something where you're like, we'll be the good guy, and then he turns out to be like, oh, I hated being good in my past life, I'm gonna kill everybody.
It's true. Could trick us like that.
Because,
Feel like that'd be kind of shitty for them to do, but they might.
well, I mean,
might.
like, the souls are trapped for some reason, right?
Well, they're not trapped. The whole concept, I think, is just that you're the same soul. Like, souls aren't infinite. Like, every time someone dies, their soul gets recycled into another body.
Right, yeah.
And so when you awaken someone, all you're doing is you're just reawakening the previous person that's been lying dormant.
But,
in that
like,
soul.
not everybody can be
bear
awakened, though, so...
Yeah, it's,
There's, and like, a lot of the souls we've encountered have had a reason to not...
I don't know. Edward's never really had a reason. She's just there.
What do you mean?
The girl that's in...
Isilmir?
Oh, no, sorry, Aloth. Yeah, Isilmir. She doesn't have a reason to be, like, awakened. She's just in his body.
Well, yeah, but what I mean is, like, I don't know. He was awakened because of traumatic experiences. Like, I feel like there's something... I don't know. I feel like I'm thinking of maybe the lore that, like, ghosts are trapped souls that can't escape
Oh, maybe.
for whatever reason.
I guess I never thought of it that way. I just
Yeah.
assumed that it was just a rare thing and just it only happened to some people. And it wasn't
Yeah.
really, like, a
I don't know.
reason.
I wouldn't be surprised if they had thrown something like that in there. But I also wouldn't be surprised if it was just random.
Yeah. Don't know.
So, shut it!
Oh, and we're going in here because of the guy that Galvino wanted us to finger with drugs.
Is that
You know.
how you're gonna phrase that?
Yeah, we're gonna
Okay.
leave it that way.
How...
Leave it on the table.
I was gonna ask how one did that, but I don't think I need to
Times
know.
like this, I don't miss my sense of smell.
You never heard the phrase from like detectives? Oh, we gotta finger them.
I just
They're gonna finger us.
assumed that it was a different thing.
No, it's an oldie time saying.
Oh, they do all the stuff.
Doesn't that just mean to like get like accused?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or well, I mean like.
Specklefish. Oh, I wonder what could be up here.
Oh, my
god,
gosh,
it's a bracelet.
magical bracelet. You reach into the bowl and find a bracelet. A thick aura of essence clings to it, fresh with memory.
Bow-wow.
You feel yourself drawn into it.
Bow-wow.
Finger.
In the memory, you stride into the fishery. The floors are swept clean, but the wood is still splotched with snowmelt and fish guts. Man hunkers in the corner, his head nodding forward as if in sleep. He looks up drowsily as you approach. It's Grind. His face is youthful but sallow, and his hair hangs in stringy locks. You feel a pain of anger and pity at your brother's debauchery.
Oh, debauchery.
Arda.
He croaks.
It's past midnight.
He wipes at his nose, then examines the mingled blood and powder on the back of his hand. He's been snorting coke. Your fingers clench around coarse, thick fabric, your father's best wool cloak tucked under your arm.
Go! To raid Ceres, or Defiance Bay, or fucking Air Glunfoth. I don't care.
hurl it at the ingrate huddled on the floor.
Grumble, grumble,
He
grumble.
picks up the cloak and looks at it with the same sort of dull wonder. He wipes his nose on the lining. Sudden rush of fury leaves your limbs weak and raw.
I'll tell them. Mayor Sina healed. The neighbors, everyone.
About what?
A morass of snot and saliva.
Ew, gross.
That's a beautiful description.
Yeah.
The stealing. You think I haven't noticed the money missing from the fishery coffers? Or heard Tana talk about losing a golden duke?
She means duck.
Yeah, I think she does.
Wank. You whisper afraid even now that someone will hear you and the words scorch your throat.
You can't be found when there's work to do. But every time those merchant wagons roll into town, you've got coin enough for a few bags of ripple sponge.
I'm really curious what ripple sponge is.
I don't know. Something that you snort,
No.
apparently.
It's not.
Stalwart tolerates your sponge habit, but they won't abide your thieving.
You won't.
This will end well.
Yeah, totally.
I will.
Yeah? No? Okay, I
Oh,
guess this is
okay.
the one part that isn't dialogue or voiced.
I wouldn't have shamed mother and father while they were living. Him.
Excuse me, these are peasants. They have their own grammar.
They're educated. But I won't let this keep up. Your anger swallows the last of your pity. Anger at him for putting you in this position, for doubting your resolve, for failing to see. You're close enough to smell his stale, sour breath when he pushes you. You fall, watching his widening eyes and the ceiling spinning into your vision. Isn't this just like him? Grinda with his fool tantrums, never thinking of anybody but himself, and now you're going to be nursing a headache for a week. Just goes to show you can't help some people, but you remember him too, your baby brother running through the snow, slipping, falling on ice, and you're slipping, falling, and there's a table behind you, but it shouldn't.
Crack.
Memory ends abruptly, jolting you back into the present with your heart hammering and your palms sweating. Not great.
That one. Good.
Yeah.
It's very, very well. Oh, hey, I wonder who this is.
Oh, hello!
Grinda. His face drains of color.
Oh my
You
gosh.
take shelter in our village and then ransack it like a common thief? You'd better explain yourself.
You're the one with explaining to do.
What's that supposed to mean?
You killed your sister Arda right here in this room.
What? What?
He opens his mouth to reply, but the words catch in his throat. The guard next to him stares at the bracelet, recognition turning to horror.
Coming back for this alone.
It was an accident. I was a failure and a wretch then. But I never would have killed anyone. Least of all my own kin.
I think you said this one last
Yeah,
time.
how can you expect me to believe something like that?
I gave her body to the lake. But I kept her bracelet. To remember the cost of my own weakness. I ain't asking for forgiveness. I know I don't deserve any. My penance is my work on behalf of the village. And they need it truly.
Do they? Do they?
My name's not truly.
This place is in. Have mercy on Stalwart, if not on me.
The guards are like, I don't know, man. You gotta just sleep all day. We really don't need you.
Dude, that's pretty fucked
The
up.
work Arda would have done. That's my debt to Stalwart. And the only fitting way to honor my sister.
His eyes are bright and clear, not full of drugs.
Yeah. Yeah, we noticed that last time, too. Otherwise, attack. Kill.
I'll kill him! Yeah, very well. Here, take the bracelet.
Hooray!
Thank you.
Yay, we did a thing!
Stalwart may not know what you've done for them tonight. But they'll hear of your honor.
Okay.
Good.
Good talk.
Try not to accidentally kill any more of your sisters?
Yeah, don't fall off the wagon.
Yeah.
Task complete. Oh, and she wants to talk
Woo!
again.
Oh my gosh.
We have time
why
to talk to her?
Yep. You got
Okay.
like 6
Didn't think
minutes.
there was anything more than lice and hoarfrost to these folk, but you had a look back there. What do you find when you're rooting around like that?
Good. First tell me the real reason you wanted to follow me to Stalwart.
Mayhap I'm looking for someone. Woodcutter by the name of Harmka.
This doesn't have anything to do with Cold Morn, does it?
It sure does.
Of course it does.
He was one of them. The mob that destroyed Cold Morn. I tracked him to Stalwart years ago, but got caught before I could finish my business.
My business. Wait. Dark iridescent whorls appear and fade on her chest plate. Well, that's cool. I didn't know she could make, like,
Oh.
little symbols appear.
That is pretty interesting.
Yeah.
You want me to help you murder someone?
Well.
I can understand revenge, so I don't want to ask number 3. I'm with you. Tell me what I need to know
This
about him.
man, Harmka. I saw him outside my house the night it burned, staring into the flames the way I seen you stare into souls. I knew it were a fool's errand trying to hunt down every man and woman that carried a torch into Coldmorn. But
Yeah?
if I knew I got the one responsible for my kin and my hearth, I might could rest easy.
That's not a... okay, whatever.
Mike could.
Not really a sentence.
How can you be so sure about this Harmka
Took
fellow?
a good long look that night. Ours was a little place with a yellow door right on the edge of town. He was there.
Harmka really hates the color yellow.
He hates it.
Yeah, just... ugh.
Oh,
I
yellow!
asked around when I first got to Stalwart. Townsfolk said that all the woodcutters in town took part in the purge.
That's
Whoa.
rude.
Pride for them.
Wow, assholes.
Yeah.
What does this have to do with me?
I told you he was part of the mob. I spotted him watching my house when it
That
burned.
doesn't
Yeah,
answer.
okay.
When we find him, I want to know if he's the one responsible for my
Oh, she wants us to, like, look.
my parents and my
I
brothers
see.
and sister. I never thought I'd have the chance to know for sure. But you could look into his soul and find out. You being a watcher and all.
Wait, I'm a watcher?
Oh, shit!
Finding out might be getting your hopes up. How'd you feel about a solid hunch instead?
Good. So I'll do what I can.
Mighty fine of you. Mighty fine indeed. Don't know where he dallies these days, but someone in Stalwart could tell us. People from little villages, they always know.
All
That's
right.
true.
Well, that's
How
cool.
may I help?
Oh!
Yay!
Oh, we have a different adventure this time.
Oh, I
Last
think-
time we got one of these and we read it, but
Yeah.
25% XP, Remembrance of Life's Worth. All across the Eastern Reach, people are being buried in graveyards and returning from the dead as vampires. Examination by locals has revealed that animancers had tampered with several gravesites prior to the burial. Local lords have released bounties for the capture of whoever's responsible. Unfortunately, the rapid spread of the events leads many to believe that a group, not a single individual, is behind the experiments. Who should we send?
sucks.
Who should we send on this quest?
Let's send Zawa.
Oh my god. Go
We were
and
gonna
sell.
send him on the other one, and apparently he didn't go, so.
Yep, you went on this one. Very cool. That I like the adventure descriptions.
It does, yeah. It leads a little bit of difference to them, which is nice.
Yeah. All right. Well, I don't know what we're gonna do next. We gotta go look around town for more of the souls. That's not the quest I'm looking at. I'm looking at this quest for more people that we could awaken. We can ask about Harmka,
Hermke!
and we still gotta find. Oh, okay. Oh no, we already did that one.
Yeah.
Where's the task that has like the guy with?
The helmet?
Yeah, the helmet. Is this Garods? Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Don't know where the last part is. I wonder if that's in like Turgan's battery.
Maybe.
That'd be cool.
How may I help?
Oh my god.
Cool. Well, we'll see
Okay,
you guys next time.
Yeah, going on adventures.
Hooray!
Woo! Bye!
Bye-bye.